Welcome to the Jalta League.
Hello everybody and welcome to week 6 of the Jalta League, the losers bracket. And my name is Luca Convertino, and joining me today isn't the host we normally have, but a new host. Introduce yourself.
Hey guys, I'm Niles. I'm very new today. Usually I'm over there sitting, helping with production. But I'm going to try and keep everybody as entertained as obviously Josh does himself. So I'm going to be joining Luca here today. We have got some exciting games coming up, but we do have an unfortunate circumstance, unfortunately.
Yes, so originally game number 2 was going to be Martial Art versus the Toy Boys. And it's super unfortunate to say that the Toy Boys cannot participate today, which means they are officially out of the tournament. This is a really unfortunate circumstance, as last week I did say that I feel like Toy Boys will be in finals, and now I've made myself look like a fool. It is really unfortunate that the Toy Boys couldn't play today, but unfortunately the show must go on. We cannot leave you guys hanging for 2 weeks. We do apologise for last week. There was a lot of things that came up, and we just could not possibly bring a stream of the quality that the Jalta League has been giving you guys for the last couple of weeks. So it is really unfortunate to see the Toy Boys go. They gave an exceptional performance, so much improvement throughout the weeks, and it is so unfortunate that we will not get to see him play anymore. But thank you so much to the Toy Boys. Thank you so much to the Toy Boys community, because I know Synth Ali, he also brought his community with him to watch the stream. So we do appreciate everything the Toy Boys has done for the Jalta League. We really thank you guys for being on the Jalta League. But however, the show must go on. But we do have two matches coming for you guys today. So match number 1 will be Fatman and Blobbin taking on the Leftovers. And Fatman and Blobbin and Leftovers, I've been speaking to both of these teams because I know all the members on the teams, and they said to me, this is their finals. This is their final match. This is the grand finals for them. And it's definitely going to be a really interesting match, especially with week 2. If you guys remember back to week 2, this was the first time a match went into overtime. It was 5-5 with Fatman and Blobbin and Leftovers going into overtime. But luckily, Fatman and Blobbin managed to get the win. Now, hopefully the Leftovers can bring it back. We do have some unfortunate news. Fan favourite King Dwack is not making a return today. So Little Lad has found himself a partner. So we're definitely going to be able to see what Little Lad's partner can bring to the Jalta League table. But Fatman and Blobbin vs Leftovers, I believe, Aaron, you were there to see the match. What did you think about it?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, they've played against each other before. It was a very close game. Both very good teams. When they play against each other, it's always a close matchup, and it's always exciting to watch. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how it goes today. Obviously, Mashallah have now qualified to the next round themselves. Happy to see them there. So they'll be facing upcoming teams that are obviously further place themselves in the losers bracket. So, yeah, it should still be an exciting day. Even though with just the 2 matches, it will still be great.
And it's also going to be a really important day today, as whoever wins out of Martial Art and whichever team wins out of Fatman and Blobbin and Leftovers will be in losers final, which means they will already be in the prize pool. And just a reminder what the prize pool is, let them know, Aaron. Do you remember what the prize pool is?
£40 for first place.
£40 for first place,
indeed.
£20 for second, and £10 for third. So whichever team gets to losers final today, they've already secured £10 in their pocket.
I mean, £10 is £10 at the end of the day, £5 each. Obviously, it's 2v2 tournament. So, I mean, it's still worth playing in.
Yeah.
It's still a lot of fun. Prize pool at the end.
They're still going to get more money than 3 of the other teams, so it makes sense.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting.
And speaking about the losers finals, in the winners finals next week, so week 7, mark your calendars, we will be seeing Sandy take on their rivals, Victor Moses Lawn. Obviously, Sandy and Victor Moses Lawn have played each other several times, and it's just always been great games, but Sandy just never can just bring it to Victor Moses Lawn. I mean, it is Victor Moses Lawn. We always say their names constantly, as they are just an exceptional team, and it's just amazing performance by Victor Moses Lawn constantly. They still haven't lost the game. So will Sandy, we'll get to see next week, but will Sandy be able to take it from Victor Moses Lawn? And obviously the losers of that match will be going down to face whoever wins out of Martial Art and one of the other 2 teams. So it's definitely going to be quite intense for these next coming weeks. I mean, especially this week with it being a losers bracket.
Yeah, I mean, this is where it gets serious. Obviously, we will be seeing a couple more teams leave tonight, unfortunately. But yeah, I mean, it's been a long 6 weeks, only 2 more weeks left of the entire tournament itself, and we'll be crowning our champions. So it's definitely the exciting part of the tournament, I would say.
Yeah, and definitely, if you guys have not seen any of the streams from the previous weeks, we now actually have a YouTube channel which has all of the streams posted on there, so you guys can go back and enjoy all of that lovely content. We do also have some really funny videos, like the live Al Frederick reaction, created by one of our producers, an exceptional funny video, bringing back the iconic live Al Frederick reaction. And we also have the Holy Moly video. That's a reference back to last week where me and Josh constantly kept on saying Holy Moly constantly. Create some really good content for you guys to see. You can also find it on the Twitter, the Jalta League Twitter, I think it's at the Jalta League, and the Instagram at the Jalta League. So a lot of socials for you guys to go see what we've been doing, and obviously we're going to get some posts of the behind the scenes so you guys can see what is going on in the world of the Jalta League. But definitely going to be some good matches today. I definitely feel like both teams are really every game is going to be a sight to watch, really good showing, and I'm super excited to see who comes out on top and who's going to be eliminated. So definitely going to be interesting. Hopefully, everyone brings the A game. I know both Fat Man and Blobbin and the Leftovers, they definitely have been kind of trash talking each other. They've been saying a lot of trash talk, saying that, oh, we're going to win this time. And then Fat Man and Blobbin we're saying like, you don't have a chance. So there's a lot of trash talk going on from both sides of Fat Man and Blobbin and Leftovers. And speaking about this match, who do you think is going to take this match? Obviously, it's a best of 5.
Yeah, I mean, as I was just about to say, obviously Leftovers do not have King Black today. So that could definitely make an impact. We've never seen this new teammate that's going to be playing today play before. So it could be detrimental to him. It could be a positive impact that Fat Man and Blobbin haven't been able to prepare for. So it's definitely going to mix it up, I'd say. It's going to be interesting to see maybe a different play style, see how the two teammates play with each other. So, yeah.
So it's definitely going to be interesting. Do you think this could go to Game 5?
I mean, we haven't seen a Game 5 yet, have we?
We haven't. We haven't even seen a Game 4.
I would love to see a Game 5, yeah. It has just been constant 3-0s, but I think these two teams are definitely one of the closest matchups that we have in the entire tournament. So, yeah, definitely, hopefully we'll see a Game 5 out of this. And even in the second best of 5 series, hopefully you get to see good matches out of that.
Yeah, and speaking about the second best series, it would have been nice to definitely see Toy Boys and Martial Art play. Obviously, if you guys remember back to week 3, the last week of the round robin, they put on a masterclass performance. First game, 0-0 overtime, 1 goal scored. Toy Boys unfortunately lose. Toy Boys come back, immaculate performance, winning 6-2 against Martial Art. And then in game 3, Martial Art showed them why they wanted to take control of the match, destroyed them, and won game number 3. So it would have been nice to see both Fat Man and Blobbin and Leftovers fight against each other, and Toy Boys and Martial Art, because these were, in my opinion, my favourite games to commentate. They were hype, they were so impactful, so much fun, and it's a shame that Toy Boys have left. We are just trying to get all of the members into the game right now, and we're just trying to get everything sorted, so we're just going to talk to you guys for a bit whilst we get everything sorted.
But yeah, speaking of the Toy Boys, obviously we predicted that they were going to be one of the teams that were in the finals. Obviously Victor Moses is definitely one of them teams still up there. So, yeah, hopefully it will be able to give it a chance to mix up. I know Sandy is quite a popular team in this tournament as well, so maybe that will give them a better chance now to advance into the grand finals. Obviously, the winners' final will be an important matchup for them if they do manage to get their way through the winners' bracket.
Especially with how week 8 is going to work. So originally we were going to do a best of 7 for week 8, but we decided to change it up because it doesn't really seem fair for whoever's in the winner side for the grand finals just have to play a best of 7 and maybe lose. So what we decided to do instead for the grand finals is it will be 2 best of 5s, but the advantage will be going to the winners bracket, which means they only need to win 1 best of 5 to take it over, which is obviously a lot more helpful for them. They've proven why they are in the winner's side. They obviously have proven what they've got, and it's definitely going to give them a massive advantage, which they rightfully deserve. And then on the other side, the losers are going to have to win 2 best of 5s, which definitely, if they get that first best of 5 win, their mental is going to be so good. It's going to be driving them forward, and it's going to be a really good showing from the side of whoever's in the losers finals, if they can get that first best of 5 win. However, in the winner's side is Victor Moses Lawn, who, no offense to Sandy, if you are watching, I definitely think Victor Moses Lawn is going to be on winner's side.
I mean, yeah, they have been playing insane lately. Obviously, Tal Murphy, then Mark Graney, absolute goated players at the game. But yeah, I mean, you never know. It's always momentum, especially if we do see these teams in the losers bracket final make their way to the grand final. Even if they win that first best of 5 series, it's all momentum.
Exactly, and obviously, they've been literally perfect. They haven't lost a single game, 3-0, 2-0, every single game. On the seeding for the round robin, they were perfect score. They had plus 50 in terms of tiebreakers, which we were doing goals scored minus goals scored on, which is ridiculous to think about that they were still plus 50 in terms of tiebreakers, which is just showing how great Victor Moses Lawn truly is. And so far in the double elimination bracket, win after win after win. Obviously, they did have a first round bye, but they rightfully deserved the first round bye at the end of the day. They've proven why they are the best team so far in the Jalta League. So do you think, Aaron, there's any of the teams that are left, who do you think could maybe be that cog in the machine of Victor Moses Lawn to maybe get that chance to just make sure that they have some form of competition in the finals if they get there?
So
of course.
obviously Sandy, I think it's definitely probably their most challenging team so far out of all the other teams. But again, there's still a couple of weeks left of this bracket. There's going to be plenty of more matches. It's just going to be which team is going to want to put in that practice time outside of the bracket to potentially be able to take them on. Because so far, when we've seen Victor Moses on play, they have just absolutely ran through every single one of their games.
And obviously, Victor Moses Lawn have practiced outside of the Jalta League. I know Mark Grady is right now participating in one of the university leagues for Rocket League, and I believe they are currently in Nationals Division, which is the highest division, so they're in the top 32 best teams in the UK, which is pretty cool to see.
I mean, that's just insane.
That's that's just crazy. That's like pro level. Like, even though it's university league, it still is pro level. They have it's the same as watching a Cloud9 play. Like, these are teams who have proven themselves time after time, and having one of the members of one of the teams be a part of the Jalta League is just something that we get to see, and it shows in his performance, spacing, tactics, teamwork, chemistry. All of it is exceptional. Even if he isn't scoring, he knows where he needs to be, and I believe Mark Grady will end up getting MVP of the whole Jalta League, in my opinion. However, a close second is King Dwack. King Dwack has proven himself time after time in the one game he has played that he is a force to be reckoned with. And I believe we have nearly gotten all of the players into the lobby. We're going to get the lobby set up in just a moment. So
yeah, so I was just going to quickly bring up Mashallah before we start. So obviously they've now got a round bye. Obviously they were meant to be playing against Toy Boys. Do you reckon they would have won that match if Toy Boys were to still be in the competition?
I don't actually know, to tell you the truth. So I was speaking to one of the martial art members today, and they said they are now going to start trying, which whatever that means. I believe they haven't been trying this whole time, which we told them to try, which is a bit disrespectful, but that's how martial art has been. They are literally a cult of players. They just keep bringing on new members time and time and time again. We never know who's going to be showing up. But we do know today that Indiana Hall is making a comeback from week 1. If you remember, Indiana Hall was in fact one of the MVPs of week 1. Obviously, they only lost to Sandy, who are currently sitting in winners finals. Indiana Hall is also one of the members on this national team, obviously being a really big part of this team in the university and such, and they've proved themselves, especially from last week. Obviously, last week we had a bit of fun. We played some fun games, and we definitely got to see them start to show the upper echelon of what they can do. And it's really good to see Indiana Hall want to come back, want to show what he's got, maybe just actually try a lot harder than, because he knows he has the incentive. There's money now on the line. He's going to be playing for that dub. And Indiana Hall is a star student, and it looks like we have got all the members into the lobby, so we will be getting into game number 1 as we are loading in. So once again, taking it back to Fat Man and Blobbin versus Leftovers. Who do you think's taking it?
I think I'm going to give this one to Leftovers. I mean,
really?
In game 1, I reckon we might see one of the teams start off slow, but again, like I said, every kind of competitive match set is always a momentum-based game. So yeah, about to jump into the game. We've got a little bit of a snow background.
Yep.
And it is transition back to us.
Transition back to us. We're just the commentators. Production messed up there, but it's fine.
It's fine. We're
Oh.
good. And there's a goal already. Oh, JM Neil. And that's Fatman blowing up 1-0. I might have been wrong.
Commentators curse.
Well, yeah, that is in the first 7 seconds. We only got to see about 2 seconds of it. And yeah, they've just already gone and scored.
So I don't want to say, it's a bit difficult for me to choose who I feel like is going to win in this match. Obviously, I know both these teams very well, and I definitely don't know who's going to take it. I do think if I have to choose, I will say Fatman and Blobbin, not because they've scored a goal now, but their chemistry and their defense is actually exceptional. And as I say that, John Neal just scored the second goal, and it's not even been 30 seconds.
Well, we said that we were hoping for a best of 5 series, but I mean, it's only, 21 seconds into the game? And if Fatman Blobbin keep up like this, I could just imagine this could be a massive momentum killer for the leftovers, and it's definitely going to need some massive regaining going into the second game, but still got plenty of time here. There's still so much time for a comeback, and I think that's just what you've got to realise in these kind of situations where you're playing with your teammates, is that you've got to make sure you keep on backing up your support, gassing each other up, telling each other, take your time, take up time to set up plays. So, yeah, we've got a little lad on the ball here.
Lovely little lob, trying to get it in. The little lad with the little lob.
This is a good chance. He's backing up.
The
he
backwards
misses.
goal. And it looks like Duskshard is the name of the teammate, who I actually know Duskshard as well. I believe Duskshard is actually Little Lad's cousin, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
So they have that familial, chemistry. And this could be a chance for Little Lad to score the first.
That's in. Oh, it's a great save out of Zabatak. That was literally just on the edge of the line, and Zabatak cuts across and manages to bounce that against the bar there.
Lady Gaga singing Edge of Glory right there. An amazing save from
Might be able to see.
Oh, amazing save from John Neal, but Duskshard failing to get the attempt. But that was like I was saying earlier, Fatman and Blobbin's defense is so good. And now we are just seeing the neutral game, nothing really happening.
Yeah, I mean, this is like I was saying, they're about to try and set up the plays, take their time. Leftovers need to focus on clearing this ball out, making sure it's not going towards their own goal. And yeah, that's just what's going to happen. Unfortunately, they kind of set up Fatman and Blobbin there for a free goal, but it's fine. There's plenty of time. Just got to get themselves in the game a little bit.
That was magic right there, as John Neal has just scored a hat trick. That was actual magic, actual setup, actual perfection. Both Fatman and Blobbin are coming out swinging from the get-go, once again showing to leftovers that we are here to play. And hopefully we will get to see that 5-5 overtime return, because that game was exceptional, and I want to relive that instant classic of the Jalta League. As you see, Little Lad actually getting past both members of Fatman and Blobbin. And the ball is set up. Is there anyone to maybe get it? And, oh no, Duskshard failing to get the ball into the goal.
But that's good. They know that they can still get this close. As soon as you realise that you've got the position in, there is the chance that you can score, but Zabatak on the counter-attack. Nice setup out of both of their teammates there. And yeah, that's just a nice little goal overall.
And one thing we are seeing from the side of Fatman Blobbin is that 1-1 play style, where one person will be staying in goal defending, whilst the other is going up because they trust each other. I feel like Duskshard may be quite new. I see him rocking the pure orange Octane, which is just a classic starter car. So it could be definitely a new player.
Well, see, that's the thing. Definitely nerves can come into play, especially when you know you're playing on stream. It's not an easy thing to prepare yourself for at all. And this is just an absolute domination out of Fatman and Blobbin here. Glad we didn't predict this.
I mean, I said that I did say Fatman and Blobbin could win, and it is looking like so far they are winning.
Yeah,
and
I was trying to brush that away from my prediction at the start. We're just going to try and forget about that.
And it's nice to see Fatman and Blobbin really coming out with a dominant performance, because we haven't actually got to see him play for a couple of weeks now. The two members of Fatman and Blobbin have been busy with work, family life, all of that good stuff. And so it is really nice to be able to see Fatman and Blobbin return and show that dominant defensive performance. And the leftovers, this might be, it's 2 minutes left. They might be able to score a couple goals, but at least maybe one goal. As we ball once again, it's in neutral ground, nothing really going on. Duskshard getting the ball up, obviously just getting used to the surroundings. And with the wall riding, definitely maybe quite new to the game, as Zabatak, the other magician on the field. Lovely setup by John Neal, and he has just scored his hat trick.
That's 3 goals from the both right there. That's great teamwork from each of them this game. They're both putting on a dominant performance, and yeah, this is a smooth sailing for them. I can imagine their confidence is just through the roof right now.
Yeah, especially on the side of John Neal. I know what he's like. He'll start being quite a show-off, trying new things out. Definitely, we could definitely start seeing some interesting tactics on the side of Jumnil, as we see a lovely lob shot from Jumnil himself, but unfortunately top corner. But like, leftovers aren't doing much to get anything going. They're just waiting for a chance. As I say, the ball is rolling straight towards the blue side goal. And Jumnil managed to get back and save. He's rocking a lovely monster truck. It looks like a monster truck. Rocking the like Toy Story cars, Toy Story wheels with the star on the wheels and such. So it's nice to see. Not using the octane, which is nice. Love to see some different style of cars being used in Jalta League. A lovely save by Little Lad right there.
Yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate. I think Dushard is still trying to get his bearings. He's learning the map a little bit, I believe. I mean, like we said, we've never seen this player play before, so we don't know how much experience they have playing the game, especially in the 2v2 setup.
Exactly, and it's just showing it right now. Obviously, it's with a minute remaining. It's 6-0. A little mess up from the side of Jumnil, tackling on the header of the car instead of straight near the goal. But leftovers just need to get a goal. Maybe just restore some pride. Go into game 2, game 3 with new mental. And we can see Little Lad is still trying to just get that chance. But currently, the defensive powerhouses of Fatman and Bobbin are not making it easy. And as I say that, Zabatak just goes and scores another clean goal. 2v1ing right there.
I mean, this has got to be one of the largest scorelines that we've actually seen so far in the entire tournament. I mean, yeah, Fatman and Bobbin are just taking this advantage and they're taking it all the way.
I believe the largest scoreline we had was Sandy versus Leftovers. It was 12-1 for Sandy. So definitely closer on the upper echelon, but we might be able to see Sandy's record be taken. We never know. But with 30 seconds remaining, maybe we'd have one goal as both members of Leftovers are set up trying to look for something. And John Zabatak once again with a lovely save. And
this is a chance for a counter-attack though, but again, Dushdam just cannot seem to get his eye on the ball.
And there's just no one in goal, and like the Leftovers are going with just an all-aggression strategy, but there's no defence whatsoever. And it's just not looking good.
One more goal out of here for Fatman and Bobbin, and that's a good save out of Little Lad to finish it off, but yeah, unfortunately that is going to be the game, and Fatman and Bobbin take it 1-0.
1-0. I mean, dominant performance by Fatman and Bobbin. Exceptional start by the two members of Fatman and Bobbin. Like, what do you think about that game, Aaron? Like, what do you think the Leftovers can do to get really back into it?
Oh, they need a massive mental reset after that. I mean, when you just get dominated in a game like that, it's tough to come back from that. But yeah, you sort of need to take a breather, get a bit of water down you, and just sort of regain for the second match as we're about to get in here, and off we go again. Fatman and Bobbin first ones to the ball, and Leftovers trying to play the defensive. Little Lad does manage to get the first save of the game. Potential counter-attack here out of Dushard. See if he could get to the ball, but yeah, Fatman and Bobbin just take it straight back, and it's a bit of back and forth here.
Yeah, that was a complete miss from Dushard, just flying straight over the ball. And they're being a lot more aggressive this time. That's what they need. They need to get them early goals to stand a chance. And Little Lad looked like he was trying to set up, but if only Dushard was there, maybe they could have done a 1-2 strategy just to get the ball into the goal and get that early goal. But once again, Jumnil and Zabatak are just taking over the field right now. Once again, Zabatak with a lovely 2v1 performance, absolutely breaking the hinges of them cars and scoring an exceptional goal, making it 1-0 already. A lot later than the first 1-0 of the game. Obviously, the first one was in 5 seconds of the game, but definitely a good start from the side of Fatman and Bobbin.
Yeah, I mean, again, this is only the second game. We just need Leftovers to try and get themselves sorting out a few setups maybe. I mean, they haven't had much time to prepare for today at all. So again, not playing with like your usual teammate, your chemistry is going to be off. I mean, I know from playing with teammates in the past, like when you have teammates that you play with for a long period of time, you don't even really have to communicate that often, like the setup or the strategy that you're going to do, because you just know how they play and they know how you play.
Exactly. And like 2-0, obviously Fatman and Bobbin just scored another goal. I believe that was Zabatak once again. He scored a lovely goal. And Zabatak definitely right now in the lead for that MVP status. I mean, complete dominance over the whole game so far.
Yeah, I mean, what, 4 goals in the first game, and he's already got 2 in this one.
Yeah, I mean, it's exceptional. 2 hat-tricks, basically. But as I say
that... We couldn't see that coming, but that's a great counter-attack, and Dushard gets the goal.
Dushard zooming straight into the ball, not letting Zabatak get anything started. An exceptional shot. Jumnil was just a headless chicken right there, and no chance of coming back to get that stopping that goal. And leftovers, they're on the board.
I'm telling you, and that one goal is sometimes all you need. That could be the motivation and the momentum. And they could have another goal here, but Zabatak is going to manage to defend that one and get that away from their goal. Might see a potential counter-attack here.
Yeah, one thing we definitely did see right there is we just saw, I believe that was John Neal flying straight over the ball at the start, completely missing it. And Little Lad with a lovely save. Obviously not a lot of aerials, which definitely, the higher shots are definitely going to make more of an impact in this game. And as I say that, Zabatak just goes to score the third goal, making it the second hat-trick of today's series so far.
Yeah, you could definitely tell Dushard has not got much practice in his aerial, especially for the defense there. You see him try and take a couple attempts to try and block that ball, and he just didn't get him nowhere near.
But he managed to score a goal at least. He's obviously got himself going, and then we see a clash in the middle, nothing really getting on. Little Lad with control of the ball, just trying to get it up in the side of Fatman and Bobbin and maybe get a chance. But we do see John Neal actually bash Little Lad out of the way. Definitely a bulkier car. Maybe, I don't know, maybe the cars have like some heft to it, so they're going to get knocked away harder. We see Dushard with a lovely little flip right there.
Tried his best. I mean, if you're in Little Lad's situation here and you know you're playing with a player that may not be as experienced, you kind of need to now take on that leadership role. You need to make sure they're staying as calm as possible, discussing what the strategy is going into each and every single play. And yeah, just complete preparation.
Fatman and Bobbin missed the chance right there, and obviously leftovers both went for the ball, and both of them did fail. But now it seems like Fatman and Bobbin are playing quite defensively after that first goal. They're not being as aggressive as they were before. Like right there definitely could have been an opportunity for them to score a goal, and they completely just left and went back to defence, which is interesting to see from the side of Fatman and Bobbin. Obviously defence is their motto at the end of the day, but I feel like that could have been a really good chance to score the fourth goal of the game, but they might have a game plan in mind.
Yeah, I mean, especially when like, you're 3-1 up, it's sort of just going to be one of them ones where you sort of just can know that you don't have to play overly too aggressive. You know that you're in the lead, you can take your time, focus more on the setups and maybe prepare for like one set goal that you're definitely going for. But we've got leftovers on the counter-attack here, and they just don't manage to get that one in there. And we also have a Zabatak with the demolition. And now it's Fatman and Bobbin on the counter-attack. It's completely turned, and there is the goal right there.
Yeah, it looked like Little Lad couldn't control the ball completely properly. It looked like he started veering off to the right, and that's when the demolition came through from the side of John Neal, and Dushard unfortunately wasn't managed to get it for leftovers to score their second goal, and a beautiful counter-attack from the side of Fatman and Bobbin. Just play the defence, wait for them to take the chance, and if they fail, you can just go again and kick off goal right there by John Neal, and it's that upper goal, you know, when they go for them goals that are quite high up, it doesn't seem like these teams are prepared to go for that aerial play, and we're not really seeing that much aerials. However, I know Martial Art definitely know their aerials, so whichever team has to play against Martial Art, they've got to be ready for that aerial combat, because Martial Art will come out swinging.
Yeah, I mean, I don't obviously know too much about the right way or the wrong way this game is meant to be played, but from the start there at that of the round there, I feel like leftovers just gave them way too much control over the break. I know they're trying to play maybe a defensive setup, but when you're 5-1 down, especially with 1 minute and 25 seconds on the clock, a defensive setup is just not going to be the way you're going to get yourself to victory.
Exactly.
And there's another goal right there.
Yeah, like it's perfect. You perfectly put it, Aaron. I mean, at the end of the day, they're not the ones who are 6-1 down. Like they are the ones that are 6-1 down. Sorry, they have to be aggressive. They've got to get them goals in. They can't play this defensive strategy. They've got to take the risk. And about Rocket League, the aerial plays are really important. A lot of professional scenes you will see a lot of aerials being used, and it's their typical way of them scoring goals. We're not really seeing that much, and it definitely shows maybe the lack of knowing how to do the aerials, which is
100%.
The Jalta League is going to have multiple different amount of experience with Rocket League, and a lovely lob from John Neal. And as I was saying, he was going to go for a fancy play. We just saw right there. Both Dushard and Little Lad are trying to track him, and then look at that lovely lob straight over Little Lad's head into the goal, and it's 7-1 back to how it was previously in game 1.
Yeah, again, another dominant game. This is looking like it's going to be a 2-0 lead for Fatman and Bobbin. I mean, yeah, there's just not really many words for this, and I don't even know what happened there with Dushard at the back there, but yeah, John Neal, that's another goal on the board.
Just did not seem like he realised Oh,
Oh no.
oh no, he didn't realise because he got knocked into the ball.
Dustshot's chose teams.
He's just got an own goal right there. One of the only own goals we've actually seen of the tournament. I believe the first one was in fact King Dwack, the person who's been replaced today. I believe he didn't realise which goal he was meant to be scoring and scored in his own goal.
I believe we also seen one out of Sim Valley for Victor Moses in one of the first matches of the tournament.
That is correct. Yep.
But I mean, yeah, this is just absolutely dominant out of Fatman and Bobbin here. Sabatak, 800 score, 5 goals, 1 save. Pretty decent over the board. I mean, again, 1 save might seem low, but they haven't really had to save many goals because leftovers just haven't got anything going, and there's only 25 seconds left of this match.
Exactly. I mean, like the score difference from both the teams is night and day at the end of the day. Both Zabatak and Jamnil have came out with a dominant performance. And look at that lovely shot from Zabatak, and if little lad, that could have been one of the best shots of the Jalta League from end to end. That would have been immaculate if that went in, but little lad managed to defend. But with 1 second remaining, that defense isn't going to matter as the ball is still in the air and now it's gone to the ground. And that was game number 2, 2-0 up, match point to Fatman and Bobbin, and it's been dominant so far.
Yeah, I mean, that was just absolutely insane. Obviously, first game, what, 7-0?
Yeah, 7-0.
And then this one, 7-1.
8-1.
8-1. So, yeah, I mean, leftovers need to change something up here, else this is going to be their last match of the entire tournament.
Yeah, they've really got to change it up. They are really just looking like a plate of leftovers right now. They're not that prime steak, right? Not yet. But definitely, we could definitely see a comeback. I mean, Fatman and Bobbin are just taking over this game. That defensive gameplay works so well. Just wait for them to do something, and then in response, you do a massive counter-attack, which works out brilliantly. As the leftovers, they go for such aggression. Both of them are trying to go for the ball. But Fatman and Bobbin are just waiting for that chance to just say, oh, now it's our turn to just go score a goal. As we see Jumnil actually waiting for Dustshard to get the ball up, probably kind of disrespecting Dustshard and maybe thinking, oh, I know I could defend this guy's shot, even though he did score a goal.
Very true. Game. I mean, see, that's the thing. When you're 2-0 up in the series and both of the games have been absolutely dominant, you're not going to care about playing in a really strategic way. You're just going to be going for fancy shots. Maybe do a bit of practice session in the long run as well. It's a good chance to practice some aerial attacks. I mean, this is probably their best chance to set up some strategies and come up with something that they could use against future teams that they might be playing, such as Victor Moses on.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, you put it perfectly at the end of the day. I mean, they've got a goal where they've got 2 goals now, but like they've got a game where 2 games where they can just kind of try new things out. Like, worst case scenario, they go to game 5, and then that's when they'll start playing seriously. But as it's looking right now, Fatman and Bobbin don't want to go to a game 5. They want to just get a quick 3-0 victory. And the way it's looking, 30 seconds in the game and already 2-0 up. It's not looking good for the side of leftovers. However, it's still 4.5 minutes remaining. Anything could happen. We've seen it all happen in the time.
Yeah, I mean, Fatman and Bobbin again with another goal there. And yeah, to be honest, I don't blame them for wanting to get this game over with as quickly as possible, because if there's other teams watching this match, you're going to want to show them how dominant you can actually be in actual gameplay and make the team sort of feel a bit more, I don't want to say nervous, but yeah, sort of not as confident going into their matchup. Okay, so I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, oh. Just, oh.
It might work.
Oh, wait.
Little lad
is waiting.
No. It's out. Sabatak with the defence there.
Jumnil once again. The cow jumped over the moon once again. Like, it just went straight over the ball again. Like,
I mean,
it doesn't matter. It's 3-0 up. But like, I will be honest. This has felt like a one-man show kinda. Sabatak has really just completely taken control of the whole pitch.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
exceptional performance by Sabatak.
I'm sure little lad sort of feels like he's in a 1v2 situation at times. I mean, Dustshard obviously did score the goal in the first game, but yeah, when like you're just getting absolutely dominated like this, it does become mentally draining. You start reaching that burnout stage, even if it is only the first game of the day. But there is a goal there from little lad, and we do see a point on the board for the leftovers. Still 3 minutes and 25 seconds left of this match. Still plenty of time to create an equalisation and potentially take the lead.
Yep, it looks like Zabatak failed to hit the ball into the right direction and tried reversing the catch back up to the ball, but unfortunately couldn't catch back up. And it's been unfortunate. But like, you know, both teams are trying really hard to get back in. Well, I mean, Leftovers are trying really hard to get back into it. I mean, like, with 3 minutes remaining, anything could happen.
Yeah, I mean, looking like a counter-attack here from Zabatak, trying to set that up for Jumnil, but he doesn't even need... Oh, I thought Jumnil was going to knock that one out there. But
It wouldn't surprise me if John Nil will do this. He's done this in the past in other games where he has just not let Zabatak score a goal,
He
get
tried
a
it.
kill, any of it. And it definitely looked like he was trying to stop that shot. But
There was definitely some sabotage there going on.
But they're having fun at this point. They're 4-1 up with 3 minutes remaining. Match point. Leftovers are just putting in such a great game so far, and it's been exceptional performance. But, not Leftovers. Fatman and Bobbin have had such a great game so far. Leftovers, not the showing we've wanted to see of them, especially from week 2 showing. They definitely really put in that work, and obviously to them, this was their finals. They said this was their finals, and it's just not the best showing.
Yeah, I'm just seeing a lot of times Little Lad the only one around the ball in the 1v2 scenario, and Dushard is nowhere else to be seen. I mean, he's just flew across the screen there. I don't know where he's off to.
He's off to Narnia. He's found the lion. He's found the Lion Witch in the wardrobe. He's just off to Narnia.
He just fell from the sky. We got Zabatak on the ball here. Can Zabatak get an extra goal? Little Lad stops that one, but it is John Neal still in the attacking area. And we're just seeing a little clearance there from Little Lad. That's straight back towards their goal, though.
And it's just, he's really representing the King Dwack perfectly. Just not knowing where he is. And John Neal actually tried scoring on his own goal. What is going on over here?
I mean, yeah, this is just absolutely humiliation at this point. Little Lad trying his best.
Where is Doshard going? He's just in the air.
Jim Neal's trying to score on his own goal. We might actually see a goal for the Leftovers, and there we go. Little Lad's technically with a goal there. Jim Neal with the assist.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. This game is going out of the water right now. I don't know what's happening. Chumnil just scored in his own goal on purpose. Maybe he wanted to go to the game 4, maybe he wanted to play more. But, like, this is humiliating for the side of the Leftovers, you know? Like, this has just been absolute domination. And once again, we are just seeing Doshard run up the walls again. Like,
I mean, yeah, I'm sure this has just got to a stage where they're just trying to have a laugh.
look at Doshard in the
Leftovers
background.
need to do the same. He's on a mission. He's off somewhere. Are we sure we have need to check if it's actually an AI in the lobby or not? Oh, there.
And Jumnil just scored another exceptional goal. Maybe in this replay we might be able to see where Doshard is, but it doesn't look like it. But Doshard, he's having fun. Oh no, there he is. There he is. And
I mean, yeah, when you're just getting absolutely destroyed this badly, you do need to try and have fun. It's definitely good for just a little momentum, confidence, just having a laugh, keep smiling. But yeah, I can imagine this is absolutely destroying for them. He's having a blast though. He's just enjoying the scenery, the Christmas scenery. We are getting to the Christmas time of the year, of course. Getting festive, taking a look on the outside of the map. He'll probably find a way to actually end up outside of the map in a minute with the way he's going.
He's going to end up at the North Pole, going to see Santa Claus, going to ask for some presents.
Oh, Little Lad gets goal.
That was an actual really
That was an actual goal.
That was a really good goal by Little Lad. Just a cheeky little side hit off the ball bounce. And that was actually his hat-trick. Quote-unquote hat-trick, because Jumnil did score one of the goals that Little Lad had scored. But he has got
still a chance. If he manages to get something going here for this last 59 seconds, then okay, maybe not.
I believe Doshard was meant to stay in his goal there, and as we can see, Doshard just decides to run out the goal straight away, straight to that left wall, the patented left wall that he loves just riding up on for some reason. And with 57 seconds remaining, this game it looks like it might be in the bag for Fatman and Bobbin, in all honesty.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, if obviously Fatman and Bobbin, if they win this game, they go on to the next rounds.
To face martial law.
Yeah, to face martial law next. That'll be the next game. So I mean, obviously, Fatman and Bobbin will need to keep the momentum going.
Especially since the last time when Fatman, Bobbin, and martial arts played, I believe martial art actually just dominated them. Complete domination. And that's what we are seeing right here, ladies and gentlemen. Complete domination.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you've got to make sure you don't get too overconfident, especially when you're going into the next game playing against a complete different team. But I mean, when you have confidence like this, where you just get into the flow state, feel like you're playing super well, nothing's going to be able to stop you.
They're definitely sending a message to martial arts saying, we're going to play against you next and you better be ready because we're coming out swinging. And it could be a surprise appearance. I honestly could think Fat Man and Bobbin might be able to beat Martial Art. I definitely could see that happening, in all honesty. Maybe because Leftovers haven't been playing the best, even though Little Lad did just score a goal right there. But I definitely could see Fat Man and Bobbin beating Martial Art. However, Indiana Hall, a member of Martial Art, did say he was going to start trying, like I mentioned before, which means we might see a lot of aerial plays, which it doesn't look like these two teams know how to deal with as well.
Yeah, I mean, as been mentioned before as well, Michelin have had a few problems, internal issues with the team where they've also been playing with different people throughout the tournament. So I mean, we've seen it hinder Leftovers in this match here. Could it be the same impact for Michelin as well?
And with 1 second remaining, the ball lands on the ground, and that is 3-0. Match point to Fat Man and Blobbin. Really good job from Fat Man and Bobbin. Obviously, you can see in the middle right now is the live Alfredrick reaction making a return once again.
I mean, I think the only word to describe that series was holy moly.
Holy moly. I mean, that was just domination.
I've been waiting so long to say that every time when I'm working on the production side. Been waiting so long to get a chance to say holy moly.
Holy moly, back again in the top left. And if you go to the Twitter right now, you can go see the holy moly clip that we had made. Just a funny little clip of just holy molies, but that game was just complete domination at the end of the day.
Yeah, it was a really great performance out of Fat Man and Blobbin. Obviously, like you said, haven't seen them play in a while. So, I mean, obviously they're in the losers bracket division side of the tournament now. It's just going to be if they're able to keep this going the entire time and then make their way up to the grand finals.
And yeah, they're going to be playing against Martial Art.
Yeah.
Whichever team wins this will be going into losers final. Definitely, after that performance, it could be definitely an interesting match. It definitely could be something kind of crazy. But unfortunately, it's time to say goodbye to the Leftovers. The Leftovers, we thank you guys so much for being a part of the Jalta League. We've had some amazing moments. Week 2 was your star week, your golden week. We actually saw an incredible goal from King Dwack, an immaculate goal from King Dwack, and we are one of the best goals of the series, end-to-end perfection goal. King Dwack, you, in my heart, you have been one of the best members of the Jalta League. We've loved having you here. It's so unfortunate we didn't get to see you play tonight. But thank you so much, Leftovers. You've made it really entertaining for us, the commentators, everyone watching. We do appreciate everything you have done for the Jalta League. You do get 5th. Not bad.
It's not terrible.
You're not 6th.
It's
So
I mean, overall, it might not be the very last time we get to see him play. Depending on what game we get for the next tournament.
yeah, we could see a return.
We might see. I mean, I don't know what other games they play, but there could be potential to see him play again if they would like to compete in our next tournament. Obviously, always going to be welcoming back any teams competing in this tournament for our next tournament.
Definitely. And unfortunately, we're going to be saying goodbye to the Leftovers, which means we only have 4 teams remaining. And with this, we are going to be going to a break. We will see you guys for the next game, which will be Martial Art versus Fat Man and Blobbin. See you guys in a bit.
it as just standing number 5. Stick together, we'll make it out alive. Rule 6, never ever go to war without my tribe. We gon' thrive when they pull up, we gon' slide. Click back up, testing my G and watch my whole click egg up. In 30 seconds and I'm about to blow it up. You pull it up, your crowd is forming. Tell them all to throw it up, you throw it. In 30 seconds and I'm about to blow it up. You pull it up, your crowd is forming. Tell them all to throw it up, you throw it. I'll slide, click back up. Testing my chin, watch my whole click back up. Yeah, 30 seconds in, I'm about to blow it up. You blow it up, your crowd is forming. Tell them all to throw it up, you throw it up. Yeah, 30 seconds in, I'm about to blow it up. You blow it up, your crowd is forming. Tell them all to throw it up, you throw it up.
Hello everybody and welcome back to week 6 of the Jalta League. I'm joined here again by Luca and we're about to be jumping into losers round 2 of our series. We've got live Al Fedric already up on the screen. But yeah, so now we have got Mashallah taking on Fatman and Blobbin. We've just seen Fatman and Blobbin play, but yeah, this is a whole different matchup. How do you think it's going to go?
I mean, after that first performance, Fatman and Blobbin definitely really dominant performance from the side of Fatman and Blobbin. However, Martial Art is seeded number 3. Fatman and Blobbin are seeded number 4. Even though they are so closely seeded, because of Indiana Hall's big statement today, I have a feeling Martial Art are going to do a Fatman and Blobbin to Fatman and Blobbin. I want it to go to 5 games, don't get me wrong. However, Martial Art has Indiana Hall today, which if you remember, he was such a dominant force on week number 1. He was incredible. It was an exceptional performance from Indiana Hall. So I do think Martial Art will take it. I want it to go to game 5, but I think it's actually going to be a 3-0 to Martial Art.
Yeah, we are ready though to start up. We are not ready now to start the next game series. Right, so yeah, I was just going to quickly say, but yeah, so if you're dishing out insults, if you're on Mashal's side, you need to make sure you back it up in game, because if you do not back it up, Fatman and Blobbin will just, again, their confidence will shoot through the roof and all that momentum will just come back in again. And once you've talked trash to your opposing team and you're still losing everything, it can be daunting. I've had my own fair share of them where I've been talking smack to the other team and I'll still end up getting guns. And yeah, it does help with the confidence boost.
Yeah, I've definitely had that before. Well, it wasn't me, but I remember last week I'm on a League of Legends team. We have beaten this team so many times over and over again. We got paired against them in a round, and then we got absolutely destroyed 2-0. Absolute domination. Like, it wasn't close. It's like, it was so bad. But yeah, you've definitely got to, you can talk the talk, but can you walk a walk? You can't have just all bark and no bite. And like teams, we've seen teams in the Jalta League have that bark and bite. Once again, Victor Moses Lawn. They called out Sandy in week 2. And look what happened.
They did the job. And it was an absolute domination, if I remember correctly.
Yes, it was. Victor Moses Lawn has not had a close game. Every game has just been domination. It's just been absolute domination. And it looks like everyone now is back in the lobby.
Let's do this.
Hopefully they load in this time.
Fatman and Blobbin taking on Mashallah. Let's see how it goes.
Yep. Who do you think's going to win, though?
I'm going to say Mashallah for this one. I think especially with Indiana Hall back in it, it's going to be maybe a bit more of a close matchup. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Here we go into the game. Martial Art on the orange side, Fatman and Blobbin on the blue sides. And off we go. A new arena once again.
I really like this map. It's kind of like a farm style map.
Got an audience on this one as well.
Little audience. And what already we are just seeing, just no offense to the side of leftovers, but the level in gameplay has already gone up already. We can already start seeing it. A lot more aggression. And as we see the aerial shot straight away from the side of Indiana Hall, with a stab attack with a lovely save. And we see here the teammate Icicle 289 with a double elimination already.
I mean, yeah, that is completely insane. But yeah, like you said, the matchup is so much more competitive. We're seeing a lot more aerials. I mean, we've just seen a great save. I believe it was from Sabotac on the side of Fatman and Blobbin. Can they do it again here? But Indiana Hall is not going to be able to get the shot off. And his teammate misses Icicle, that is, I believe.
Yep. But Icicle, that was like a missile just going straight through Jamil and Fatman and Blobbin. A lovely save, and Fatman and Blobbin are trying to get something up, trying to get something cooking, but Icicle currently is saying no. And so far, with a minute gone, I don't want to make a commentator's curse right now, but this game is looking kind of close.
You just had to say it, didn't you?
Never
There's
mind.
Icicle scoring his first goal of the series against Fatman and Blobbin. I mean, a minute and 8 seconds in, that's not too bad. Fatman and Blobbin do seem to be playing pretty well as well. The defense just was not there.
And it's the upper echelon again. It's definitely going to see if the aerials get to Fatman and Blobbin. Obviously, I spoke about how martial art do know how to do aerials. So it's definitely going to be interesting to see how Fatman and Blobbin decide to counteract this. As you see Jamil trying to get a shot in, but Icicle was ready. He was prepared.
Yeah, I mean, that's just great preparation there. He's seen exactly where the shot was going to be coming from, lined it up perfectly, and now they've got to have a chance to counter-attack here. Is Icicle tries to get to the ball. Jamil manages to keep control of it. And that is going to be bouncing between both of the teams. Indiana won. That's an own goal, I believe, there from Zabatak.
The MVP from last game is starting to feel the pressure now. I mean, the aggression from the side of martial art once again coming out.
I mean, yeah.
Rolled back into the ball.
That was tough there. He tried to obviously drop back to try and get behind the ball and bounce it back out because that was probably going in either way. But unfortunately, he just was not able to do it in the most subtle, elegant way.
And it's definitely interesting because now Fatman and Blobbin are now on the back foot. As I say, Jamil manages to take out Icicle, get a bit of that revenge, a bit of that payback for Icicle double exploding Zabatak and Jamil. And looks like they are trying to utilize that demolition, trying to get the ball up, but it looks like they're going to get anything out of it, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, Martial Art definitely with the advantage right now and how well they're playing, but Fatman and Blobbin, they're not doing too bad. They've had a couple of nice saves so far. They just need to get one of them counter-attacks going. As soon as they get a save, make sure they've got the boost prepped, and yeah, just get a little counter-attack going, see if they can set anything up. But then you have Indiana Hall coming in with the demolition, or is that Fatman and Blobbin?
I believe that was Fatman and Blobbin getting the demolition on Indiana Hall. Indiana Hall kind of looking quite disrespectful right now. I feel like he's just playing with his food right now. I feel like he's not really showing what he's truly capable of, and that demolition there could have maybe had a chance for Fatman and Blobbin to get a goal in, but currently looking kind of similar to last game, but on the other side of the spectrum, instead of it being so far up for Fatman and Blobbin, they're now on the losing end right now. They're on the back foot.
I mean, yeah, and like you said, if you're talking smack, you've got to back it up, and this is exactly what Martial Art are doing. And it might be getting to Fatman and Blobbin a little bit. It might be making them a little bit less confident, especially when you've just come up like such a dominant win, and now all of a sudden you're 3-0 down with 2 minutes and 10 seconds left on the clock. That's got to be distorting for the team, and that's a great save out of Zabatat, though. That could have been the 4th goal of the series.
An actual beautiful bicycle kick right there. And
Indiana
once again,
Hall setting something up.
we are seeing them aerials, but Jamil, lovely shot from Jamil, but it's the aerials, I'm telling you, this is the thing. The long shots worked so well for Fatman and Blobbin last time, but it's not going to cut it this time, as both Icicle and both Indiana Hall know how to do aerials. So you've got to make sure you can like match that. And it's not looking like they can match it right now, but maybe there could be a change.
Yeah, I mean, Fatman and Blobbin just come off a win, made it into the next round, and they could be facing an elimination, but there is still plenty of time left in the series. It is only the first match. Or the first game, I do apologise, of the match.
Yeah, this is also a really important game as well, as whoever wins this game gets a minimum of £10 in their pocket after the Jalta League is over, which might be why martial arts definitely trying to play hard. But as I say that, Indiana Hall is coming out for dominance for this game, trying to take that MVP spot as he just has scored his first hat-trick of the series.
Yeah, and with the way this is on track, we could be looking at the exact same scoreline that Fatman and Blobbin had against Leftovers, just on the opposite side. But here might be a chance for Fatman and Blobbin here. Sab attack on the board, just needs to get a little tap in, and they have managed to get a goal on the board with a minute and a half left on the clock. They just need to keep that momentum going now. There's not as much time to catch up to this lead, but it might still be doable.
Icicle messed up there, lovely lob from the side of Fatman and Blobbin, managed to get the goal in. Icicle definitely is going to be feeling that. Definitely going to start melting under the pressure right now. But however, with a minute and a half remaining, that could be the catalyst of change. That could be the chance for Fatman and Blobbin maybe get something started. But as I say, that Indiana Hall with a great scooping goal. Thingy like curves the ball straight in. And look at the control from Indiana Hall. Like
That's the same.
Exceptional. Turning the ball is on the top of the hood like a DJ scratching a DJ disc. Complete control of knowing where the symphony of the music is going.
I mean, yeah, one thing I'm just noticing a lot more compared to Leftovers is that Mashallah are a lot more in Fatman and Blobbin's face, taking a lot more control of the map, being aggressive off of the start. Fatman and Blobbin are trying to do the same, but it's just not going the way for them.
I love Icicle's car as well. Rocking, I believe that's the Interstellar print. I believe that's actually the type of print that we actually have on the Jalta League car. I believe it was the Rose Interstellar. I think that's what we went with in the end. And obviously it's nice to see the Interstellar being used. I think it's a beautiful pin on the cars. And with 50 seconds remaining, it's 6-1 up. And do you think Fatman and Blobbin, what do you think they need to do for that if they can still maybe bring this game back?
I mean, yeah, obviously first game lost, especially when it's a 6-1 lead. It's going to be a bit distorting. Definitely going to need a bit of a regain going into map 2, but this is only map 1. It doesn't even seem like they're playing horrendously against Mashallah. They just need to tweak a few things here and there, work a teeny bit better as the team. But yeah, it's just going to be more of a case of just going into map 2 on a fresh slate and just, yeah, trying to get them first goals and get the momentum in. But 10 seconds left on the clock. We've got Fatman and Blobbin on the ball here. See if they can get anything going towards the end of the game. This might be a chance for Icicle to get one more goal into him, but that is the ball on the ground.
Game number 1 will be going to martial art, and it's just dominant performance once again. I mean, what can we say about that game? I mean, Fatman and Blobbin definitely still have the pressure, not pressure, but they've still got the energy and the avalanche effect of winning against the Leftovers, right? However, martial art are really trying to play. And it's currently looking quite upside down from the side of Fatman and Blobbin, as we are seeing the live Alfredrick reaction making a return.
He's back again.
But he's now upside down, the mascot of the Jalta League, the live Alfredrick reaction. And what do you think Leftovers need to do? I know you brought, not Leftovers, sorry. I've got them in my head still. Fatman and Blobbin, what do you think they need to do?
Yeah, so I hope Leftovers are sorry.
Yeah.
Got me going now. Mashallah and Fatman and Blobbin. Yeah, Fatman and Blobbin, like I said, they just need a massive regain. But
they've got the effect. They can do this. They've got the strength to go through, and it looks like that has been a little mess up. We're gonna just get a thing sorted. But yeah, I definitely feel like they've still got a chance to bring it back. It's 1-0 down. They've still got at max 4 games left to play.
yeah,
And we could definitely see a catalyst for change. If they get that 1 win, that could be everything they were needing. However, if they do get the 1 win, I definitely feel like Indiana Hall will start maybe applying a lot more pressure. I feel like in that game, we definitely didn't really get to see it as much as Indiana Hall has claimed that he has got. However, Icicle was really good. I believe we've never seen Icicle play, so that's what, the 7th member of martial art being added now. Like, it's actually crazy how many
pretty
members
much
they
got
have.
an entire tournament team together right there, haven't they? But yeah, I mean, I've seen it in other games though. Teams get absolutely stomped the first 2 maps of the best of 5 series, and all it takes is just that one switch up match, which can happen really easily.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's all going to be momentum based. I believe we are still just trying to get into the game. We should be in this game shortly for match 2. But yeah, how do you think this one's going to go?
I feel like the Leftovers might need to start playing differently. Obviously, we know the Leftovers motto is
Not
defend.
Leftovers.
Not Leftovers. I keep thinking King Dwack's still in my heart at the end of the day.
I do miss him as well.
I still miss King Dwack. I think what Fatman and Blobbin need to do now is they need to change their strategy. Maybe instead of being so defensive, maybe try and be a lot more aggressive, against, especially against a team like Martial Art. If you keep applying the pressure, they're going to make a mistake one time after another. But as I say that, Icicle goes for a lovely shot, but Zabatak managing to get the save.
Yeah, still a chance there out of Indiana Hall, but Zabatak manages to get that one cleared. Looks like Indiana Hall is just trying to back off here to prepare for another attack. He's doing the little aerial movements, might be able to get the ball across to Icicle, but that just looks like it's not going to work out. And it looks like Fatman and Bobbin might have a chance here, but still Icicle with the ball.
Yeah, like it's just looking like it's kind of even ground right now, quite neutral. Looks like Fatman and Bobbin have managed to regain their calm. They managed to regain their centre on the whole playing field. And it's looking really good for the side of Fatman and Bobbin, especially after that first game.
Yeah, I mean, we've got Icicle on the ball right here.
And Zabatak managing to get a lovely save there. The ball is now in the side of Martial Art for a chance for a goal to be scored on them. And this could be a chance. Indiana Hall not being able to get the ball. There's anyone in the centre, but Indiana Hall managed to get the save, deflecting the ball off both Zabatak and Jamneel.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see here who's utilising their boost to the best abilities as well. And I think that's something Indiana Hall and Icicle are taking over, and that is going to be the first goal of the series with Indiana Hall. That was an amazing little control of the ball there. And nice little finish there for the first goal.
I feel like we haven't really spoken a lot about boost in the Jalta League, but that is something really important when it comes to the Rocket League, is boost management. You can literally spend the whole game taking one of your teammates could be taking boosts from every single other member of the opposing team. Just not allowing them to have the boost, because boosts are a major part of how you get your aerial started, as we just saw there. Boosting up straight away, grabbing the 100 boost, getting ready, and a lovely little dap into the ball. Zabatak tries to defend but wasn't there. But that's what I'm saying, if you can utilise the boost, utilise the whole area, know when boosts are going to come back up, then you can just take complete control of the game, because the speed will be there from the boost. And I feel like Martial Art are definitely doing that more in this game compared to Fatman and Bobbin.
Yeah, but we're going to see if Fatman and Bobbin can make a comeback. Zabatak manages to clear that side away from their goal. Jamneel might be able to get it onto their side, which he does indeed. Now Zabatak just setting up, preparing to try and get that ball, but he just completely misses it. And again, Indiana all on the counter-attack, but that is a massive demolition there. And Jamneel might be able to get something going here, just bounces the ball more towards the middle. Getting it to the leftover side, but Mashalara just doing a great job at getting it straight back to the other side of the map. And yeah, we're just seeing it pretty much being all the domination on this side.
Yeah, I mean, they're trying to get some chances. I believe that was a shot that didn't really count as a shot, but like obviously it looks like they were trying to go for the chance. And we see a lovely kind of aerial play, just getting more to the right side of this map, trying to get it to Icicle, as we do see Icicle with a lovely bicycle kick. And once again,
Icicle with bicycle.
Yeah, Icicle bicycle kick, as Indiana Hall is once again doing his card trick now on the playing field, as he has just scored his third goal of the game, trying to really get that MVP status, which it really looks like it is, and he has scored his hat trick of the game.
That's a hat trick right there. He's got the boot on the back of his card to show that as well. And off to a start there, that is looking more favourable towards Fatman and Bobbin. Can they manage to get something set up here? It looks like an own goal there. That was an own goal out of, I believe, Icicle there. Jamneel will get the point towards that one, though. Let's see what happened here on the replay.
Looks like the ball bounced off the wall, and then looked like Icicle was trying to... It looks like Icicle hit an awkward angle on the ball, and the ball went flying straight into the goal. Nothing you can't really do anything about it. The Indiana Hall thought the ball was going to go the opposite way, but it looks like they weren't prepared for the chance. The ball messing up and going straight into their own goal. But a lot of own goals today. But that's the fourth own goal of today.
And yeah, a couple of them were probably on purpose, but I don't think that one was. That might have been a bit of a blunder there out of Mashallah.
It looks like the ball is set up, and that could have been a goal for Jamneel if he was just a little bit higher. If he utilised the aerial space more, utilised the boost more, that could have been the second goal for Fatman and Bobbin.
Yeah, I'm noticing more in the second half though. Fatman and Bobbin are doing a lot better job at keeping it on Mashallah's side, but just as I say that, that is a lovely shot from Icicle over the top of Jamneel there. And yeah, that's a goal.
I mean, from end to end, perfect performance, just perfect positioning. Yeah, perfect positioning from the side of Icicle, boosting straight into the ball. Lovely shot straight into the goal, and immaculate performance so far by Icicle. And it's definitely cool to see Icicle. We've never seen Icicle play before. He's never been in any of the prior weeks. So it's definitely cool to see his chemistry with Indiana Hall. We're definitely seeing it.
I mean, that's just insane.
that goal was exceptional as well. As it looks like, let's see what happened there. He taps it with the end, spinning ball straight into the goal. The actual perfection of like complete precision of knowing where the ball was going to go was absolutely incredible from the side of martial art and the side of Icicle.
Yeah, we've got Fatman and Blobber still trying here to get something going, but I don't think they're utilising the boost very well. They're not communicating setups. We might see a little chance there out of Jum Neal, but that is looking like Indiana was going to take control of that. He's just going to run that along the wall, bounces it over to Icicle, and that might be a finish there if Sabataka gets that, but nope, that's another goal for Icicle right there, and that's his third goal, and that is his hat-trick of the second match.
Literally in half an hour, in 30 seconds, Icicle has just scored 3 goals. Like, that's incredible. That's exceptional. And it's just been crazy to see how they are doing so far. And it's just nice to see that Icicle and Indiana Hall can work so well together with one another. And their chemistry definitely is there. There's no reason that they shouldn't have not been seed 3 or higher. They've shown why they are seed 3. And do you think martial art could go to finals? Like
I mean,
finals?
if they do manage to get to losers final and then reach to the grand finals where they could potentially face up against Victor Moses Orn, I feel like this team could have potential of making it a really good matchup. Do I think they will be able to beat Victor Moses Orn? I reckon they could. I mean, if they just keep it up throughout the rest of this tournament, practice out of game, or out of the tournament, sorry, I mean, I feel like they could easily take a map or two off of Victor Moses Orn.
I think the only issue is which martial art members are going to be playing. I mean,
Exactly.
like, for all we know, we could have Crimson Kai and Ratters Rippers making a return for the finals. And I feel like if martial art want to stand the best chance of winning, I think a golden combo definitely could be these two. Or, in my opinion, I definitely could see a Ratters Rippers and a Indiana Hall combo maybe coming up. I think both could really work well with one another, but not taking anything away from Icicle, with how Ratters Rippers has performed in the past for martial art. Definitely an exceptional performance from Ratters Rippers. But Indiana Hall obviously playing really well. He's really excited to play today, and they're showing it right here.
Yeah, I mean, 9-1 with 46 seconds left on the clock. This is just pure domination here at martial art.
And if they can score 4 goals in the next 46 seconds, they have just beaten Sandy's world record in the Jalta League for how many goals can you score in one game, being 12 currently.
You could just see the Fatman and Blobman are now playing. They're just so distraught. They're just like not hitting the ball at all.
They're definitely, the comms have probably not been there as much. They're probably still trying to have fun. They're probably just having a normal conversation, knowing them too. I know what they're like. They're probably just having a normal conversation right now. Crossbar challenge, as we've just seen, a failed attempt. And then Indiana Hall comes back, making it double digits. Exceptional performance from Indiana Hall. But Icicle with a crossbar challenge. Watching too much Sidemen across bar challenge videos right now. Lovely shot from Indiana Hall. And it's an incredible performance from Indiana Hall. Definitely really just dominantly showing the MVP, being the MVP of today's match. I mean, just look how he's been playing. Like, to be honest, I still don't think this is all Indiana Hall has to show. I definitely don't think he's showing everything he can. And
Not for what he was saying.
I definitely think he's saving it for maybe losers finals or maybe grand finals.
I mean, yeah, you've got to save your energy for these tournaments. Like, don't get me wrong, these are very important matches. They'll be in their elimination ones, but you've got to make sure you're not burning yourself out before you get to future stages. But yeah, that is going to be martial art taking match 2 of the series. Yeah, that was just pure domination the entire match. Fatman and Blobbin were playing half decently at the start, but you could just tell as that match went on, they just couldn't keep up.
And like I was saying, I feel like Indiana Hall is definitely hiding his abilities. And speaking of hiding, we can definitely see the 2 Alfredrick reactions hiding underneath the name cards. But yeah, I definitely think Indiana Hall hasn't showed everything he has to offer. I definitely think he's waiting because, especially since he's playing on a team for like nationals, for the universities and such, I definitely could see Indiana Hall being maybe even better than Mark Graney. I definitely could see it. However, we've still got maybe 3 more matches. Fatman and Blobbin could bring it back, maybe get something going. But once again, as we could just see, the ball is constantly in the side of Fatman and Blobbin. Martial art are just applying that aggression just straight away.
Yeah, got Indiana on the ball and he's already got 89 boosts. He's just there trying to get something set up. You can see them both try and back off to try and sort of set up a little potential shot here, and Icicle with a great aerial position in there, and that is already the first goal on the board 24 seconds into the game.
And it's like you said, a common factor that both of these members of our martial art have had so far is their boost management at the end of the day. I mean, both of them have had 100 boosts during the game, and it's incredible to see that from the side of martial art, they're controlling the pitch so exceptionally well.
Yeah, definitely. So we've got Icicle on the ball here. He's just going to try and slowly clear this out of their area, which both of the teammates managed to do. Jamnil trying to catch up, but that's looking like another goal from Indiana Hall, and that's his second. And yeah, Fatman and Bowman just so unorganised right now by the looks of it.
And right there was a perfect example of what I was talking about, boost management. Jamnil did not have enough boost to get to martial art. And Indiana Hall looks like he is typing something, and we can't actually see what he's typing, but he's
Don't think that's a bad thing, to be honest.
Definitely being maybe disrespectful.
Yeah, definitely seeing the slander and the toxicity come out right now, but yeah. Oh, okay.
Oh, he was offering a biscuit.
Offering a biscuit.
Wait, could it be a digestive biscuit making a return once again? The digestive biscuits from...
Where is it? Let's see it. Let's see the digestive McFitties.
Make a comeback once again, as Indiana Hall has just scored a lovely goal. I mean,
yeah, that digestive biscuit message just took over the entire gameplay there. That is there.
We're not sponsored by digestives, but if you're watching McFitties, you can maybe sponsor the Jalta League next time we do it. I mean, what an incredible snack right there it is. Digestive biscuits making me hungry right now, and it's showing that martial art is hungry to get this dub, and it's really showing from the side of martial art.
Yeah.
And we have just been given some cake from some Rice Krispie chocolates. I need some in my stomach right now.
I don't even think I don't even know what I was going to say. I was transitioning back to us. I know. Yeah, I think I'm just a bit lost. I mean, this game is just, it's been fun, even though it's been absolute domination. But yeah, this is looking like potentially the last time we're going to see Fatman and Bloblin play in the Rocket League Jalta League 2v2 tournament. And yeah, that's just another goal right there from Icicle. It doesn't even seem like they're really having to organise anything. It's like, as I was saying earlier, when you have that chemistry with your teammate, you don't even need to talk about the play that you're going to make, because it just naturally, subconsciously happens. And yeah, I mean, definitely a team that seems like they're going to make a massive impact in the tournament if they keep playing the way they are.
Definitely showing a good level of trust from the side of martial art. They definitely trust each other that they can get the job done when they're going for it. Zabatak still trying to get something going. I mean, but it's 5-0.
Yeah, I mean, I think even when you're down this much, especially when you know it's the last match that you'll probably have to play in this tournament, I think you still have to try and get something going. Like, yeah, it can be absolutely demoralising, but you just got to make sure you're telling your teammate, just take it easy, we've got this, compose ourselves.
Counts at the end of the day, like.
All starts with that one goal, and there is still 3 minutes left on the clock, but yeah, we've got Jamnil on the ball right here. He sort of spins out, and that is going to be over to Icicle on the other side of the pitch, and that's looking like potentially a goal to Indiana Hall, maybe. Icicle looking for that clearance, and yeah, both of the Fatman and Bobman's player miss it, and that is a massive goal there.
Icicle was just exceptional right there. The pinpoint position of managing to get the ball exactly where they wanted it, and it was just exceptional. I know we've been talking about Indiana Hall a lot today, but can we just give it up for Icicle? Like, Icicle has just done an amazing job setting up the perfect goals for Indiana Hall. Definitely a really strong member of martial art, really showing it. But Jamnil just right there, going for a chance, really trying to get that goal, just to restore the pride at the end of the day.
Yeah, got Indiana Hall here looking for his 5th goal. He doesn't manage to get anything going. Icicle potentially looking for the hat-trick right here. He's, compared to last game, been taking a bit more of a backseat. He's still had a couple of nice goals, but yeah, let's see if he can manage to get the hat-trick here. Icicle back on, no, that's Indiana Hall, I apologise. It's hard to see the names from this distance, yes. I'm starting to notice. And that is his hat-trick right there.
A lovely assist from the side of Indiana Hall, and it looks like Icicle managing to get in that hat-trick, and with it being 7-0 with 2 minutes remaining, just not looking good for the side of Fatman and Bloblin. I mean, they could just try and score as many goals as possible, but martial art most likely are not going to let that happen. Most likely trying to go for that clean sweep, trying to make sure that Fatman and Bloblin cannot score a single goal in this last match. But as I say that, that could have been a chance for John Mill, but Icicle coming back with utilising once again the boost. Utilising the boost, getting there as fast as possible to get a lovely save from the side of Icicle. And that was just disgusting from the side of Indiana Hall.
Yeah, I really don't know what's happening with Fatman and Bobbin. I mean, even in match one, let's see this.
Just over both
Pinpoint accurate, straight to himself.
Shot, straight into the goal, and it was just incredible.
Yeah, I mean, even in the first game, Fatman and Bobbin just seemed way more organised in their play style. They seemed to be matching Mashalah's aggression, but you've just seen over the course of these 3 maps, they had just lost all momentum that they had. And we could be seeing another potential double digits here, which is most likely. We're still 1 minute and 44 seconds on the clock.
We definitely could see a record being broken once again. I mean, they only have to score 4 goals in 1 minute and 44, which is definitely possible, especially with how Martial Art has been so dominant today, in all fairness.
I mean, with the way this is going, this could be the quickest 2 series that we've ever had.
Yeah,
and these
and
are best of
as I say
5s.
that, they've just scored another goal. 10-0.
I mean, still with it at 38 seconds on the clock, this is starting to get worrying of how bad this can actually get.
Exactly.
Because when does it just get to the point where you're just going to want to put your controllers down or keyboards and mouse and just not want to play anymore?
Exactly. I mean, but no, I mean, the side of Fatman and Bobbin, they're probably just having a laugh. They're probably laughing at the fact that they're 10-0 down right now. I know what they are like. They definitely are probably not that upset about it, but they're still trying their very best. And we see Icicle go for a lovely shot. 11. 2 more goals, ladies and gentlemen, until they are beating Sandy's world record.
I mean, this is going to be the key point of this entire series here. Can they actually beat Sandy's record? I mean, whose was Sandy's record?
It was against Leftovers.
Against Leftovers, was it? Oh, bless him, King Dwack.
That's when King Dwack was there. And with 1 minute and 26 remaining, 2 goals is definitely possible.
I mean, this is looking like a potential one here. Indiana Hall comes flying from the side, and that's just...
And a beautiful goal from Indiana Hall.
That's his 8th goal of the game.
Let's just watch that again. Grabs the boost. A lovely little barrel roll straight into the ball, straight into the goal. And now they are tied with Sandy for most goals in one match.
I mean, yeah, just looking at them stats there, Indiana Hall has had 9 shots and 8 of them have gone in.
That's crazy to think about. Absolute impressive performance from the side of Indiana Hall, but I still don't think this is all he has to show. There's not been enough aerials from the side of Indiana Hall. I see how he plays, and definitely shows a lot more aerial gameplay than this. So he definitely might be just taking a chill time. But saying that, John Mill could have attack could have gone a goal there, but unfortunately couldn't. But Indiana Hall controlling the ball. There's no one left in the goal, and with that, Martial has officially taken over Sandy for most goals in one game. Martial have now got the record for most goals. Sandy's going to be fuming about this. They were holding the goal lead from week 1, and now it's just not looking good for the side of... It's not looking good for Sandy. They need to regain this, but especially since their next match will be against Victor Moses. But as I say that, Martial goes score another goal. It's not looking good.
I mean,
Sandy to get that world record back.
Unfortunately, we do not have a bonus prize for getting the most goals in an entire series or an entire match, but it does give you the bragging rights. It will give you the confidence. I mean, if Victor Moses are watching this is a team that they're going to have to watch out for if they keep playing at this level.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Victor Moses might be a bit scared now. 14-0. You know how crazy that is? That means they've basically scored nearly a goal every 15 seconds.
I can already just imagine what Graney would be saying today. He'll be just going, I'm not scared of these. Not a chance. Obviously, we know what their confidence is like on Victor Moses, and they are a very confident team when it comes to this game, which is understandable with how dominant they've been playing. But
Graney has also said that his middle name is first place at the end of the day, so he's definitely got the confidence. Over 10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, potential last goal here for Mashallah. If they could get one more, that would be 15. But that is looking unlikely. But the ball is still in the air. Can they keep it up? And that is going to be the end of the game.
And wow, what a performance from the side of Martial Art. I mean, that was actually incredible. They have ridden their way to the losers finals, just like the Alf Frederick is riding the microphones right now, bringing back the mascot of the Jalta League. But Martial Art going to the losers finals, securing at least £10 in their back pocket after the Jalta League is over. And it is unfortunate that we have to say goodbye to Fat Man and Blobbin. Fat Man and Blobbin, we thank you guys so much for being a part of the Jalta League. I mean, just like the leftovers, you've given us so much entertainment to watch, so many great matches, so many dominant games as well. Especially today, we definitely got to see some really dominant games on the side of Fat Man and Blobbin, and it has been an exceptional performance from Fat Man and Blobbin. You got 4th, nearly top 3, just that 1 inch away from getting into the top 3 podium, but nevertheless, you guys have done such an incredible job. We have loved having you guys on the Jalta League. We do appreciate everything you've done for the Jalta League. Thank you so much for being a part of the Jalta League.
Yeah, I mean, they did give us one great matchup before they ended up out of this tournament against the leftovers just then. But yeah, as we can see here, Mashallah are moving on to losers round 3. Well, they will be playing either the loser of Victor Moses Lawn and Sandy,
which is going to be incredible either way. And I feel like these finals are going to be amazing to watch either way. It could be Victor Moses Lawn versus Martial Art, which could be incredible finals. Sandy versus Victor Moses Lawn, that rivalry which has been there the whole time. So overall, the grand finals of the Jalta League is going to be great. But you guys have got to stay in tune for that to come, as we are going to be wrapping up today's stream. We really do appreciate you guys watching the stream. Obviously, we are now out of the losers bracket, and now this is where it gets serious. We've got 3 teams remaining, the top 3 podium, and it's going to be an exceptional performance from all of the team, exceptional games, and it has been such a great time being a part of the Jalta League. And so I'm going to ask you, Aaron, what's it like commentating today?
Yeah, I mean, I've had blast, to be fair. Unfortunately, it did not go on as long as I would hope it to. We've had very quick series just been played. But yeah, no, it's been fun. It was absolute pleasure having to get a chance to cast a few. It's interesting seeing how everything goes on this side of the setup.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I was excited to do it. Hopefully I might be able to get to do it again at some point. But yeah, no, I've had a blast.
And with that, we are going to be coming to the end of today's video, today's stream. We do appreciate you guys for watching the stream. We will be coming back to the Jalta League next Monday, December 4th on 7:30 p.m. We don't know. We change it up all the time. GMT. We thank you guys for watching. We'll be seeing you guys next time. Goodbye.
Thank you very much.
slide, click back up. Test your mic stand, watch my whole click egg up. 30 seconds and I'm about to blow it up. You pull it up, your crowd is forming, tell them all to throw it up, you throw it up.